Good morning and welcome to the lovely Vale of Edale in the Peak District National Park, and I'm here to do a route up to the Kinder Plateau that I've never done before, and that is via Crowden Clough, and that's actually this valley over here. Now unfortunately the weather is pretty rubbish, the cloud is so low, but it has improved since we got here. The rain has stopped, might be some drizzle later, but we are heading up that valley because it's I believe a grade 1 scramble. There might be some nice waterfalls up there as well, and when we get up to the Kinder Plateau we're going to head across to Grinslow Knoll and then come down via probably this side of the hill here via a plane crash site. There's actually a couple of crash sites up there that I've not been to. We might take a detour to another one. We'll kind of see what the time is, but for the time being that's one of the priorities: the waterfall, the scramble and the plane crash site. We're still making our way up alongside Crowden Brook, and there's been some lovely waterfalls. There's one just down here which is probably a good 7 or 8 foot. It's a single drop, so it's really nice. And we saw some smaller ones further down, and I do think there are a few more further up the valley. And you can see this is Crowden Clough all the way up here, and still so far it's just been a walk. We've not had to scramble at all yet, but Megan, who I'm walking with, didn't realise we were coming this way, and she's actually descended down off Kinder this way once before and said she really enjoyed it, and it was a bit rocky, so the scrambling bit should be nice and enjoyable. And the weather is still holding. A little bit of drizzle here and there, but in general it's actually dry and quite warm. It's about 10 or 11 degrees for the middle of February. So we're right near the top of Crowden Clough, and I think we've gone the wrong way. We started taking this path up the side of the clough, and Megan says she has done this route before coming down, and she was pretty sure she stuck to the bottom of the valley, which is right next to me here, and we can see a faint path heading up along the edge of the river or the stream. So I think what we're going to do is backtrack down to the ford just down here and then head up the path alongside the river, because I really do want to do this little scramble. And so far it's only been a walk. There's only been a couple of teeny little rocky sections, but nothing to class it as an actual scramble, and the rest of this just looks like a path all the way to the top from what we can see. So it would be nice to do that scramble. So we've now started to head up the actual brook, up Crowden Clough proper, and this is much more scrambly now, so this is pretty good. Much harder than the rest of the walk up here. Definite use of hands and feet. So I think we're on the right path now. So we've arrived at the top of Crowden Clough, and that was a really awesome scramble. Definitely keep to the stream, the rock bed all the way up, and there's some amazing short rocky scrambles, no more than about 8 or 10 meters at a time. Quite easy, lots of good handholds, bit rubbish feet, but a proper grade 1. I'm very glad we did that. And we are now at the top where we join the plateau path, and we're going to go round to Gwinslow Knoll. we are, 601, so 601 meters above sea level. This is Grinslow Knoll. This huge cairn here, built out of lots and lots of bits of rock. Here's the official summit. And from here, there are no views today. We are stuck up in the cloud. It has been breaking every now and then, so we're going to probably hang out just for a few minutes, have a snack somewhere out of the wind, and then we need to descend to the south, because if we go down that way, there is a path leading down to a wall, which is the site of one of the plane crashes on the Kinder Plateau that we really want to have a look at. We descended south off Grinslow Knoll, and thankfully the cloud has lifted again and we've got this wonderful view. So we're going to cross this moor here over towards this little subsidiary peak, and there is a wonderful view across the Great Ridge. You've got Mam Tor across to Lewes Hill over there, and we can see Win Hill way off in the background. And I believe it is by this broken wall, as it descends down towards the Great Ridge, that is where we'll find the remains of that crash site. So I can confirm this is actually the site that the plane crashed at. On the 22nd of July 1937, the 6-man crew of the Hayford K6875 were briefed to carry out a night cross-country exercise from RAF Leaconsfield in East Yorkshire, and the weather was poor and there was low visibility. Sadly, the crew became lost in the cloud, and it's reported that the plane was actually releasing flares to try and light up the ground and actually find some kind of feature that they could recognise. But sadly, the plane was coming up the vale here of Edale and impacted on the side of the hill here, leaving this great scar and just a very small amount of wreckage. And at the time, the plane actually burst into flames and it killed all 6 people on board. We are now coming to the end of the walk, so there's nothing else to say except thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe and ring the bell to keep up to date with any future uploads, and I will see you next time.